that because laws that we made were used against us. So please make good laws for posterity and take it that they can be implemented by somebody who doesn't mean well for you. I'll be persuading you shortly. I've been given a very serious job to deal with cartels in the coffee, tea, and milk subsectors. We have started consultations with all stakeholders, and there is a parliamentary caucus on tea and coffee. I'll be meeting you shortly. Amongst other stakeholders, we will be proposing to amend certain laws, to create certain regulations, to make sure that the middlemen and the exploiters of the Kenyan farmer are removed anywhere in this country. When those laws come to you, please be patriotic and be sympathetic and have empathy for the Kenyan farmer who has been exploited by middlemen and cartels for the last 5 centuries. It's not a small job. It's not easy. You know, for those of us who are farmers, dairy farmers, and beef, you know, a calf, removing it from the under of the cow when it has been sucking milk is not easy. You are likely to get a very hard kick. So we are seized of the battle ahead of us. But we are not intimidated. We must free the Kenyan farmer from exploitation. And this will be achieved by enacting the proper laws such that even when William Ruto and Gachagua are retired, those laws protect the Kenyan farmer forever. And I can tell you why it has not been possible to deal with cartels who have been exploiting farmers is because the leadership of the country for the years that have passed were part and parcel of that business. So there is no way they would have been on the side of the Kenyan farmer. For now, today, reforms in the coffee, tea, and milk subsector will succeed for one single reason, that William Ruto and Gachagua have no interest whatsoever in those 3 subsectors. Our only interest in the milk subsector is the amount of milk put in our cup of tea. That is our only interest. Our only interest in the coffee and tea subsector is the decision whether to take coffee or tea in the morning. That is as far as it goes. And therefore, I want to ask you today, when those laws, the amendments come, when those regulations come, exercise patriotism. Please sympathize and empathize with the Kenyan farmer, and let us put some money to the pocket of the farmer so that they can realize the benefits of their sweat. Finally, I want to talk about representation. Please, other than CDF, and by the way, the President and I, you don't need to talk to us about CDF. That is preaching to bishops. We know the importance of that fund. And without blinking an eye, I can say, the only real work that you can see when you go to the ground is the work done by NGCDF. And that is because it is only about 6% that goes to recurrent. Everything else goes direct to work. The President and I and the rest of government will be with you to protect that fund, whatever it takes. Representation. Please, talk for your people without fear. Talk for your people without fear. You know, I used to sit with some people here when I was talking for my people. And they would tell me, hey, you be careful. You know, the people you are talking against, how powerful they are. I talked for my people. Talk for the people you represent. And don't fear. And those people will stand with you. I'm Deputy President today. because I stood for my people. Fearlessly, with clarity of thought. Capture the thinking of the people you lead. And if there is a conflict between the interests of your people and anybody else, always stand with your people. And you'll never go wrong. You'll never go wrong. You know, here I want to talk about the committee you people refer derogatory as catering committee. That committee is the best. The members' facilities